going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So Blake Baggett just dropped an absolute bombshell out of nowhere. He went ahead and turned to Instagram where he said 1,282 days. It has been a minute. Thank you to Husqvarna Factory Racing, Fox Moto, and Oakley Motorsports for making it happen. One could speculate that he is going to be filling in for either Christian Craig or Malcolm Stewart. Craig has obviously had a lot of struggles with his elbow injury, and then Malcolm has never been really all that well known for having a desire or doing well for racing motocross. Obviously, Blake Baggett, that was his specialty. Now, as Blake's post mentions, it has been a while since we've seen him at the races. His last full season was in 2020, where he got 12th in Supercross points overall, and I believe 8th in motocross. Now, I do believe he had more in the tank where he could have kept racing for longer, but he had that fallout with the Butler Brothers racing team where I believe there was a payment issue and a lawsuit and a non-disclosure and all this nonsense that pretty much made him exit the sport quietly, and we don't really know exactly what happened. But long story short, he was left with no ride for 2021, and nobody really wanted to pick him up for, say like a 10th place Supercross guy and maybe a top 5 motocross guy. So anyways, looking at this, it seems pretty apparent that he is going to be working with Husqvarna moving forward. In what capacity, it's hard to say. You could look at it and say he's probably going to replace or fill in for one of the 2 factory riders and actually go racing, which I do think is possible. However, I also think that you could look at it as he could be coming alongside Josh Hansen as a test rider for the team. But realistically, I don't really know how much more 450 testing they need. I mean, they already have some pretty good information on that. They have Hansen doing work. RJ came over onto the 450 and did some testing on there. Supposedly he found some settings too. So, you got RJ, you got Hansen, and then you got obviously Malcolm, who's riding on the 450 all the time anyways, and then Christian Craig if he can come back. So I don't really know that they would bring him on just to be a test rider. I feel like he's probably going to go racing. Now, I don't know if he's going to race a full schedule or what the case may be, but my speculation is he's joining the team to go racing this year, so pretty excited to see that. However, I do think we need to temper expectations. It's been, pretty much 4 years since he's raced professionally, and even when he was racing, it wasn't like he was absolutely setting the world on fire. Now, I love Blake, and I think he's a great motocross rider, so anything can happen. But let's just temper expectations a little bit. I mean, I'm hearing people already saying that he'll probably be a top 5 guy, maybe get a podium or 2. And let's just look back at Ryan Dungey when he came back. He prepared pretty heavily for his motocross return, and he rode really well, but he was chasing that podium all season, and really, he never got it. He got really close, I think in Washougal or something, but he was never able to quite get on the podium. And that was a multi-time 450 motocross champion, returning after only a few years off in a less stacked field than what we're going to have this year versus Blake Baggett, who was a 450 motocross race winner, but never a champion, and he's coming back after 4 years off. So let's just, hope for a top 10, and anything other than that is going to be fantastic. But either way, really excited to see Blake is back on the bike. He had kind of a rough exit from the sport. Feels like he was kind of forced out in a way. So the fact that he's able to return to the sport in whatever capacity he's returning is awesome to see. Love that for him. Love that for his family. So I wish him all the best, and hopefully we can see him line up, because whatever he does out there, it's going to be fun to watch. Either way, it's great to see Blake throwing his leg back over a bike. I wish him all the best in whatever he is doing, but that's really all I have for this video. Just wanted to bring you guys that update. Let me know what you guys think Blake is up to, and if you think we'll see him racing pro motocross this year, or whatever the case may be. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for sticking around. Feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be bringing content all through the rest of the Supercross season, as well as motocross and the Super Motocross season, trying to keep you guys up to date on injuries, track conditions, rider updates, whatever the case may be. So definitely feel free to stick around for that. That being said, that's all I have for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.
And Baggett, if he wins this one, from last to third in the first moto, he's going to win this moto, and as big as it is for him, TBMC KTM, they win here in Colorado. Blake Baggett, his first ever.
Yeah, that says everything right there.
Yeah, blow that thing up, burn it down.